Happy Tuesday, it's March 30th, and today we're going to be talking about rounding to the nearest 10 or 100. So you guys have watched a vocabulary video about this, and it was kind of funny and told you a little bit about how to round numbers. But why do you think we might round numbers? So one reason is to make numbers easier to work with. For example, say there are 763 kids at Scholar Academy. That's not true, but that's okay. 763 kids at Scholar Academy, and we want to know how many that would be plus the population of Bonneville's, which is about 733. Okay, so instead of adding the numbers exactly, I don't really need an exact amount. I'd like to know about how many children are in those schools. I could just round to the nearest 100. Now, I don't even remember what the numbers I said were, so let's pretend they were 765 and 733. So 765, because 6, we're going to round in the hundreds place, so 6 is above 5, so we would round to 800. And in 733, 3 is below 4, so we're rounding down to 700. So it would be 800 plus 700. So the population for Scholar Academy and Bonneville Academy would be about 1,500 students. So does that make sense? A little bit about why we might want to round. When we don't need an exact number, rounding can help us make numbers easier to work with and can help us plan as well. So for example, when I am planning for things, say I'm going to the store to buy something for a math class, I usually round to 30. We have 27 kids in our class, and so I round up to 30 so I can make sure I have enough for them. So it's easier to work with too, right? So that's kind of why we would round. And now let's talk a little bit about some examples we could use. So I'm even going to use our math book and see what it says here. So here we go. This one says, Chase reads an article about a football player who carried the ball for 737 yards. Round this number to the nearest 10. Okay, so we have 737 yards, and I'm going to round that using in the tens place value. So I'm going to look at the place value after that. Let me show you. 737. Okay, so I look in the ones place because I'm rounding this number. Okay, I'm rounding the tens place. Because this is above 5, this number will round up to a 4, and everything behind it will become a 0. So he did about 740 yards. Okay? All right. So I know rounding is pretty easy for you because we've done it in second grade, but we are going to be rounding to the tens and hundreds, so I just want to get you a little more practice with that. So what I have for you is a Jeopardy game right below this video that you get to go and play. All right, enjoy.